The Knicks and the Pacers have one of the best rivalries of all time, and it was never better than when these two locked horns in the 90s. New York and Indiana battled a total of 6 times in the postseason from 1993 to 2000, and every game seemed to come down to who had the rock last. And with so much on the line every time, it's no surprise their matchups left us with so many classic moments. In the 93 playoffs, Knicks and Pacers met up in the first round for a best-of-5. The Knicks had a 2-0 lead headed into Game 3 when Reggie Miller and John Starks shit-talking back and forth turned ugly, and Starks headbutted Miller as they ran down the court. Reggie made sure the refs kicked Starks out the game, and the Pacers won the matchup, but the Knicks would go on to win the series 3-1. The 94 Eastern Conference Finals brought us 2 memorable moments. With the series tied at 2 games apiece, notorious Knicks fan Spike Lee started jawing at Pacers star Reggie Miller in the Garden. Miller responded by dropping a hot 25 in the fourth quarter and 39 for the game, giving the Pacers a 3-2 lead in the best-of-7 series. After the Knicks won Game 6 in Indy, the series headed back to the Garden for Game 7. With under 30 seconds to play, Starks drove to the hoop and the entire Pacers front line contested the shot. Starks missed the layup, but Patrick Ewing was there for the tip-in dunk that gave the Knicks a 1-point lead they wouldn't give up. Ewing finished with 24 points, 22 boards, 7 assists, and 5 blocks as the Knicks sent the Pacers home for the 2nd straight year. Not to be outdone, the 95 Eastern Conference semifinals gave us 3 memorable moments. Nobody can forget Game 1, although Knicks fans wish they could. Down 6, Reggie Miller would score 8 points in 8.9 seconds to lead the Pacers to an unlikely win. It started with a 3 that pulled the Pacers within 3. On the inbounds play, Miller and Derek Harper got mixed up, and Miller ended up with the ball. Seconds later, he launched a 3 that would tie the game. And when the Knicks failed to score on multiple attempts, Miller got fouled, hit both free throws, and sent the stunned crowd home. In Game 7, the Knicks trailed by 2 with just 5 seconds to play. They inbounded the ball, and Ewing got the rock at the top of the key, stepped around multiple defenders, and had a clear lane to the hoop. But somehow he put a little too much on the attempt and watched in dismay as his finger roll bounced off the back of the rim, giving the Pacers the win in the game and their first win in a playoff series matchup with the Knicks. In the 98 Eastern Conference semis, the Pacers and Knicks matched up again. Up 2-1 in the series, the Pacers were on the verge of letting the Knicks tie things up when Reggie Miller hit a 3 with just 5 seconds to go in Game 4, forcing an overtime that the Pacers would dominate on their way to a 3-1 series lead. The Pacers would go on to win that series in 5 games. In Game 3 of the 99 Eastern Conference Finals, with the series tied, the Knicks were in need of a miracle to avoid losing at home and falling down 2-1 in the series when they got just that. With just under 12 seconds to play and trailing by 3, the Knicks inbounded the ball to Larry Johnson, who launched a 3 with Pacer defender Antonio Davis smothering him. The ref blew a whistle, indicating a foul on Davis just as the ball switched through the net. The 4-point play. Johnson hit the free throw, and the Pacers failed to get off a quality shot, giving the Knicks a pivotal Game 3 win. In Game 6 of the same series, the Knicks were without Ewing and lost Johnson to an injury partway through the game. But while all looked lost for the Knicks, they got a gift every one of their fans cherished, an all-time awful playoff performance from Reggie Miller, who scored just 8 points on 3 of 18 shooting. The Knicks would close the series out and head to the finals. In the 2000 playoffs, the Pacers sent the Knicks home in 6 games, tying the all-time playoff series between the franchises at 3 wins apiece. Over a decade later, in 2013, the Pacers beat the Knicks in 6 again, giving them bragging rights with 4 playoff wins against the Knicks. So what happens next in this rivalry? We're about to find out.